Hi y'all, Jalapeno Gal back with another book review. These two books are called Coloring Butterflies and Coloring Fish. And I went to the bookstore with my husband and I saw these two books and I just fell in love with them because they're so different. Not necessarily because of the style of art, but because they're different. And I will get to showing you why. So when you open your coloring books on both of these, they both have the same style and design and whatnot. Just one is fish and one is butterflies. The first thing that you're going to see is a picture of each page and how it's colored, like what the actual butterfly should look like. So when you turn to the pages where you want to color, on the left side you have what the butterfly actually looks like, and then you have the sheet to color. Now, you know, most of us are going to color it how we want to color it. You don't have to stick to the color guide. In fact, most people probably won't. But what I like about this, you know, a lot of people comment and say, I don't know how you pick your colors. I don't know how you see the colors. You know, how do you do this? How do you do that? So this is why I am liking this, because you have a guide. So for a beginner, that's awesome because you don't have the stress of having to choose your colors. You can just go blue, pink, yellow if that's what you want. But this also forces you to look deeper when you're looking at it to try to figure out how to color it. Let me see if I can find a good example for you. Here's one. A lot of people might look at this and be like, oh, it's black, yellow, and orange, when in reality it's actually got red, a deep orange, then a light orange, and a yellow. It's not... And that's how you get your dimensions, is you add the dark here and then you get lighter, and even go into a different color. So you actually have black, white, red, orange, and yellow in this butterfly. So by getting a book that has that, you're not overwhelmed by going, oh, what color should I color it? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. If you're new, you have a guide. So to me, that's definitely a plus in this book. I mean, it's just... how different is that? I have not come across any coloring books that do that. It's always just blank page after blank page. And the butterflies are so pretty. They really are. So each page is like that, and it's a relatively thick book. Now, this is what I was working on yesterday, and I finished up the orange one this morning. And I've been, you know, posting my progress along on the Facebook page. This blue one is, you know, like I just said, you look at it and you see, oh, it's blue and black, but in reality, it is a light blue, a little darker, and then there's even some yellow tones in here that I don't know if you can pick up from here, but as I'm looking at it to see what colors I needed to use over here, that's what I see. I see the black, I see the white, I see the blues, and I see the yellows. And in here, I see browns and oranges. So I see more browns here. I kind of chose to go with orange just to make it a little brighter. But so you come over here, I actually used a muted turquoise and a cobalt. Yeah, let me look, make sure I don't want to lie to you guys. Cobalt turquoise for the blues, and then I used a chartreuse for the yellows. Let's see if you can tell I put some yellow in there right there. And then I used two different oranges for the body. Again, down here with the orange one, I tried to go by the guide. These, I probably personally wouldn't have picked those colors. I probably would have just stuck with oranges and blacks, but because it showed the blues on this side, I went ahead and went with it, and I think it turned out very pretty. But again, you don't have to stick by this guide. And I did my own thing in the background. I used peacock green and green chartreuse. Yeah, I think that's it. So you can see that you can do multiple things. You don't have to stick by the guides. But I really love the fact that there is a guide. Now the paper is thick. It's not cardstock. It's not computer paper. It's definitely thick. I used color pencils. I used the blending medium. I used fine liners, and I even used my micron pens to create lines. Not sure if y'all are familiar with these, but a lot of artists use them to draw with because they dry so fast and you can get a really fine line. And for the white highlights, if you can see the lines, and I added some dots even. Let's see. I used the Jelly Roll white gel pen. You can buy these. I think they come in 2 packs normally, but you can also buy them open stock at like Michael's and whatnot. I think it's over by like the Stamping Collections. If all Michael's are the same, I don't really know, but I'm going to show you this coloring fish one too. Now, I love fish, don't get me wrong, but these are like really fish, like from the lakes and the rivers and the seas. These are not like your tropical fish you see in fish tanks. So again, it's just an awesome practice tool to teach you about colors and depth and shadows and whatnot, and teaches you how to do it in a very simple way. It's not difficult at all. If you can see what colors in this picture, you can do it over here. I promise. So just pick it up and give it a try. I mean, you're not going to lose anything. All you're going to do is learn. It's really interesting. I really like these books. In the beginning, I wanted to point out one thing over here. It says, the choice of art materials is now very wide. You can work with oil-based, wax-based, water-soluble color pencils, an easy way to start. You can use them dry, blending them with your finger or a paper stump, or dilute them with oil or water for the water-soluble pencils. Should you wish to paint, a small watercolor set and medium-sized round brush is all you need. Whichever you choose, you'll find huge enjoyment from coloring in this beautiful butterflies. Now, pretty much everything on there I used a Faber-Castell with some blending stumps. That worked just fine. I used my Prismacolors. Those worked just fine. Now, however, I do have some watercolor pencils, and you can't tell it now because I fixed it, but right here, this little green area of the leaf, I used my watercolor pencils and it did not work very well. It kind of warped the page a little bit where it got wet. It didn't hold up well at all, and you can tell the difference in the texture right here. It's like it ate the paper. So I wouldn't recommend using watercolor pencils in this. Now, you could transfer it to some watercolor paper if you wanted to. You could use some graphite paper, tracing paper, and transfer it and then use watercolor. That's always an option. So I just wanted to be clear, because a lot of books will tell you what mediums you can use or your options to use in a book, and then once you actually get to it, it doesn't work very well. So coloring butterflies, coloring fish, I think I paid $8 or $9 a piece for these at the bookstore, and I will put some links down in the description box for these books and to my Facebook page. So if you decide you want to go check out the Facebook group, it's a closed group, so nobody can see what you post, and it's basically a place where we're just having a lot of fun, trading tips, trading secrets, multiple coloring book reviews from not just myself, but from a couple other members of the group. So I will put those links in the description box. Bye.